Hey, fabulous people, it's Elise Tager, and happy Friday. It's Facebook Live Friday. This is probably my favorite day of the week. Friday's always a favorite day, but I love doing these Facebook Lives. So thanks for joining me today. I am going to talk about an interesting topic. So let me back up. Who am I? So I'm Elise Tager. I'm a Facebook ad strategist. I provide Facebook strategy and implementation to entrepreneurs and coaches hoping to use Facebook to grow their business. I help them find and provide an ongoing stream of prospects and clients and revenue using Facebook. So that's who I am and that's what I do. The topic today is an interesting one. So because the topic itself is who should not be doing Facebook ads, which if you think about it is pretty ironic given that I'm a Facebook ad strategist and I'm hoping to help people do Facebook ads. So this is sort of a public service announcement actually for people to think about whether or not this is the time to jump into Facebook ads for their business or if they should hold off for a bit. So let me explain a little bit more about that so it makes more sense. Always, if you have comments, just put them in the comment section and I will try to respond coming up. If not a replay, I will comment. I'll answer your questions or comments in the post below. So don't be shy. So as I say, this is sort of a public service announcement today. It seems that I'm approached almost daily by people who come up to me or call me or email me and say, I'm dying to get started with Facebook ads. Can you help me? And my first question is, are you sure? And there's a reason for that. Let me say it another way. Not only who should Facebook ads, but maybe a better way to think about this is at what time in your business should you be jumping in to start Facebook advertising? That's maybe a more positive spin on that. So Facebook ads is, if used strategically, is the cherry on the cake of a strong business model. Rather than that secret ninja tactic that will make everything fall into place. That's usually why people come up to me and ask for help. They've heard that Facebook ads are the most fabulous, fabulous thing on the planet. They know that it's going to completely blow up their business in a good way, and they just want to hop on board. That is not quite the perspective that I would like these people to think about. So remember, I've talked about Facebook ad strategy on previous Facebook Lives. It's a test and iterate process. It is highly unlikely that when you jump into your first Facebook ad campaign that you're going to get fabulous success. It just doesn't happen because you're probably testing everything fresh. You're testing the ad, you're testing video versus a graphic, you're testing your ad copy, you're testing different audiences. So everything is untapped, untested, and an unknown. So it's rare that when you jump right in, you're going to find the success that you're hoping for, which is not a bad thing. It just means that you need to know going in that a Facebook ad strategy is a long-term proposition in that you're going to be testing and learning and iterating from your successes and your failures every time you go back in to start another campaign. So the question I usually have for the people who approach me is, it takes time to work with the ads such that they are then working. Time equals money. Time equals testing, and testing equals money. So are you at the point in your business where you can afford to do that testing? And that's usually what people haven't really thought through when they come to talk to me. The question would be to them, where is your company in their growth? Right? Where's your company in your growth? Do you have a steady stream of revenue coming in such that you're not going to be hysterical about every dollar that you're spending on Facebook ads? If you're at that hysteria stage, it's way too soon. Just don't put that pressure on yourself. Make sure that you're not at the early Uber startup stage where every penny is fought for. You're just worried about getting the mortgage paid and all that stuff. That's not the time to jump in. So what is the right time to jump in, and how would you jump in? So let me approach that. Again, we're starting from I'm approaching sort of a startup mentality, because that's frequently the people who approach me looking for fabulous responses, fabulous opportunities. So the first thing to think about is make sure you have a proven offer first before you start launching Facebook ads. Make sure that, what I mean by that is make sure that you have a lead magnet that gets people to download it, or a coaching package or a program that's all well. Make sure that you have something in place that you know the market wants. Testing on Facebook is not the time to find that out. You want to find that out in advance before you start spending money on Facebook. So you may not have your course finished or your packages defined, but a well-crafted lead magnet around the topic of what you're selling is a great way to start. And usually where I start most of my clients, if they haven't already got this in place. So as we know about business and online business in particular, building a list is really critical to your ongoing success and your future success. So it's never too early to start the lead building process, the list building process, not the lead building process. So start building your list before you're ready to launch. It's never too early. And the easiest way to start is with a lead magnet, a freebie that where you're inviting people to opt in to get this download from you, or access to a free webinar, or some piece of value that's in lockstep with what it is that you're offering. And you're in return getting an email address from an audience or a targeted audience that's going to be in line with who you ultimately want to be selling to. So start that process early, define your lead magnet, create a lead magnet, create one, and test it online organically before you start spending money. So put that opt-in box on your website, test it in social media, all your social media platforms, make it available on Facebook and on Instagram and on LinkedIn, wherever you have a profile. Test that lead magnet to see if it is resonating with your target audience. Do that in such a way that you're not spending money, but you're telling yourself whether or not that lead magnet is a good thing to use as an offer, a free offer, when you do start doing your Facebook ads. The first campaign you'll do when you do jump into Facebook will be a list building campaign. Again, if you're just getting started. You'll be using that already proven lead magnet as your offer. And so then what you're really testing with the Facebook ads is the ad itself. You might be doing a video that's a video creative. You might have a graphic or a headshot. You're testing the ad itself and the copy and the audiences that you're selling to, that you're approaching. That's when you can start spending money, is when you know you have a proven offer, and now what you're testing is the ad itself and your audiences to make sure that you actually are approaching people that want to hear from you. That's the point at which you can start spending money. And at that point, you can easily spend $5 or $10 a day only, which is not what I've said in the past. So when I've said in the past, and I have said this and continue to say this, is if you're only willing to spend or able to spend $5 or $10 a day, don't think of doing Facebook ads. The reason for that is that this will be a slow build, right? And if you are in high growth mode in your business, this will be $5 and $10 a day will be too slow. But if you are just starting out, it's the perfect way to start. So you can spend $5 a day for a week testing 2 ads to one audience, and you'll learn something. You'll learn which of the 2 ads does well, and if you have enough downloads to justify going further with more testing. So you're sort of using this campaign as a testing environment to make sure that you have enough meat and enough profitability to go forward. So building your email list is where most businesses, especially online businesses, should be focusing most of their online marketing budget and time anyway. So start here if you're just starting out. So once you've tested that lead magnet and are building your email list and your business with it, then you can start thinking about a more robust Facebook ad strategy. Another point I forgot to mention, if you're testing Facebook with a free offer, which is what a lead magnet is, it's just, give me your email address and I'll send you this, whatever it is, the webinar or the video or the webinar or the download of the PDF or whatever. The response rates to an ad that is for a freebie are going to be higher and the costs will be lower than if you're testing a webinar registration or someone to link to a class sales page or a sale in general. So start with the lowest hanging fruit and the cheapest fruit, which is giving away something for free. You'll get the highest click-through rate and lowest cost per click, and you'll find out, again, which ad is working and which audiences you can test with. So again, part of that test and iterate process is start low, start with this freebie, and then once you gain some experience about what's working and not working, then you can build to a more serious and robust Facebook ad strategy. That said, please make sure that your business, before you jump in to really work strategically with Facebook, meaning you're going to be using it for a month at a time. You need to be dedicating, $300, $500, $700 to do the more robust campaign testing. Make sure you're at a point in your business where you can afford to do that, again, so that you are comfortable with that spend. So get started building your list. It's never too early. It's never too early. Most entrepreneurs will say that their biggest regret in their first year was they didn't start building their email list early. So if you haven't already started building your email list, please do so on all your organic opportunities, your website, your social media programs, platforms, anywhere you can where it's not going to cost you. Start building your list. Then when you have a proven lead magnet, then start a very small Facebook ad or ad campaign to start using Facebook to get people to download. And now you're really going to have an opportunity to see what's working and start building that list in a more orchestrated and predictable way. So hopefully, once you've started doing this process, it will get your business to a more robust level so that you can afford to start doing Facebook ads on a more ongoing business. And if you are at that stage of your business where you're ready to start getting some outside help, I would love to be the one to help you. So I'm going to put a link in the notes, either the show notes if you're on video, YouTube, or in the notes in Facebook, and let you know that where you can reach me for a call, and we can just explore whether or not you're ready and how we might get started working together. I'm also going to add a link to a blueprint that I just created. It's called the Facebook Ads Blueprint, 8 Steps to Success. It's a download that you can get. I'm building my list. So I'll put that opportunity or that link also in the notes, and you can download that and take a look at how I suggest that you get started with Facebook to get the most success at the early stages. So I hope that's helpful. So again, I hope these Friday snippets are helpful for you. I'm Elise Tager, Facebook ad strategist. I'm here every Friday at 11 a.m. to just do a quick 10 or 15 minute Facebook Live with some tips to help you be more successful on Facebook and to help you grow your business. So that's it for me. Have a great weekend. It promises to be beautiful weather here. Hope you have a great weekend, and thanks for joining me. Take care.